Hi, my name is Toshi, and I'm a mastering engineer here at Sidera Ecotone Lab. I was based in New York for the past 7 years, but now I operate my own private studio here in Tokyo. In this video, I would like to show you acoustic panels called the SHIZUKA stillness panel, which you can see behind me, and the SDM panel, which is right over here. They're both made in Japan and have a very powerful sound absorption capabilities. As you can see, this studio is very small, so I had to find a way to treat the room in a way that's efficient, cost-effective, and easy to install, and hopefully in a small footprint. And for that, SHIZUKA panels were a great solution for me, and I was able to address some of the most problematic parts of the room and minimize the reflections. So I used the stillness panel to remove reflections at the center and behind the speakers. And this really helped to reveal the three-dimensionality of a mix. In other words, the stereo image and the separations between instruments in a mix are more articulated using the panel. So for example, in a mix, I can clearly hear the relationships between a main vocal that's in the center and close in the mix, and acoustic guitars that are slightly behind the main voice and pan to the side at a particular angle. This placement of the panel makes it easier to hear these kind of details. And in particular, I noticed an improved accuracy and sense of speed around 3 to 5 kHz area. And the relationships between the mid and high mid frequencies are more distinct. So for example, this panel makes it easier to distinguish the attack and the body of a kick drum. And in addition to that, I used the SDM panel right behind me when I'm mixing and mastering. And this really helps to reduce the effect of the real wall drastically. Initially, I was very surprised to find out how well this setup worked, because nobody likes a wall right behind your ears when you're working. But with this panel, it gives an impression that the real wall is at much further distance than it actually is. It's easy to overlook the effect of the real wall, but especially in a smaller environment like this, taking care of the sound reflections from the back has a huge impact in sound. So a panel like this is a perfect solution for a small studio like this. If I close my eyes with this panel installed behind me, it almost feels like the real wall had disappeared and gives a more direct and focused sound overall. What's really great about this panel also is that it folds in half and I can move it around very easily. So I put it away when I don't need it, and I install it in seconds when I need it. I don't know any other product that's this effective, but at the same time, very mobile. I heard that they use a honeycomb structure inside these panels, so maybe that's making the difference. But they really enabled me to fine-tune the sound of this studio and get a really nice reference environment without losing the real estate of my room, and also without hurting my wallet.